Hey, what up Long Beach? Welcome back to the 563.org. It's Mike, and this high school water polo video is brought to you by Naples Rib Company, the perfect place to cater your team's next event. Big event in town is Millikan got the only playoff game in Long Beach on Tuesday, hosting Marymount in the first round of the CIF Division IV water polo playoffs. Great season so far for the Rams, took second place, beat Long Beach Poly just last week, but first blood to Marymount and Cal commit Reagan Whitney, they get on the board. But the Rams answer right back as Evelyn Giron is going to find the back of the cage. And then Millikan playing great defense in this first quarter. Caitlin Weller with the steal right here. Millikan forced 5 turnovers in the first, and they were able to cash those all in as well. Janine Osorio from distance to give Millikan a lead they would never relinquish. Osorio on the counter to Emma Robertson, who did a great job catching the defense sleeping, getting down there and burying it. More of the same for the rest of this quarter from Millikan. They go to Robertson again. She puts Millikan up 4-1. Just everything finding the back of the cage. They scored on 4 straight possessions. And then the goalie, Michaela Langford, that hurts. That is a Division I rocket coming off of that Cal commit's arm. And she just stepped right in front of it. Caitlin Watkins putting it home. You see everything Millikan was trying to do working for him in the first quarter as they take a 5-1 lead after the first quarter. In the second, Jocelyn Cavaney is going to keep it going. For Marymount, the math was very simple. It was Reaganomics. Whitney had all 8 of Marymount's goals in this game. Yes, 8 goals for the Cal signee. She was a monster. This is actually a man up for Millikan. She gets the steal, brings it down herself, and scores it. Millikan knew that was who they had to try and contain, obviously, defensively. But a great game in the cage for Langford. Millikan scoring so quickly in this first half that anytime she came up with a save, it was just helping them to pad that lead. And she came up with some huge saves for Millikan. The Rams are going to lead 9-4 at halftime. Cal signee coming out, continuing the way she was playing in the second half. Watkins doing the same thing for Millikan, who really dialed in from distance. Head coach saying that was what they really focused on in the days leading up to the game, making sure they were comfortable scoring it from distance. But they're also good on the counter. Robertson catching him sleeping again. That's a hat trick for her. Osorio led Millikan with 4 goals, 2 steals, and 2 assists. And then look at Langford coming out of the cage and getting it. Wants to polish this thing off right. Weller actually hit here with a minute left from half tank. Her teammates loving it. Millikan will move on with a 13-8 first round win over Marymount. They're going to host Northwood in the second round on Thursday back here in the Millikan Aquatic Center. For coverage of that and everything else Long Beach sports, you got to keep it right here.